welcome to the channel. We're out in the Aeronca Champ today with our guest star, Mike Vale. Mike's also an aircraft mechanic and a pilot. We're in his beautiful 1946 Aeronca Champ. This is probably my absolute favorite aircraft for cheap fun flying. I was lucky enough to do my float rating in this airplane courtesy of Mike and our friend Clark. We're on skis today, and the aircraft can also have wheels and floats installed. It's an airplane for enjoying flying at its best, at its grassroots. We departed the farm. We're heading out to visit some friends on the lake for some lunch and for some ice hockey. This particular model has an 85 horsepower Continental C85-12F engine. There are some popular upgrades to this, and they can be remade with O200 cylinders and a few other tweaks to increase it to 100 horsepower, which livens it up a lot. We certainly asked a lot from it today. We're at gross weight on skis. We have a good 18 inches of snow that we took off in, and it's obviously performed very well. Flying on floats with 100 horsepower in this aircraft, the performance is good. It's not a Super Cub, but it also doesn't have a Super Cub price tag attached to it, and it's great for learning technique. To purchase a good Champ right now, you're probably looking around the $30,000 mark, and that'll vary a bit depending on what engine it's got in it, and are you getting it just on wheels, or with floats and skis as well. COVID's increased these prices a little bit, but not in the same way that it has for aircraft like the Cessna 150 or 172. Most of very basic panel and fitting instruments and radios can be a challenge. Trig makes a fantastic comm radio, TY91, that works very well in this aircraft and provides you with an intercom as well. U Avionics makes the AV30, and this can be fitted to provide heading and attitude information. You're a little more limited than other aircraft due to the instruments, the space, and the electrical system. Many can't be flown at night, and a lot don't have an electrical system, so you're limited to day VFR, outside transponder required airspace, and hand starting. The big advantage of the aircraft is you're not burning a lot of fuel. Your maintenance is very simple. If you don't have an electrical system, you've got no starter, no generator to repair, so you can really keep the cost of your flying down. It's going to limit the airspace you can be in, but there are ways around that, and it certainly does have the ability to carry a radio and electrical system if that's something that you absolutely need. Now, you pretty much need a degree in aircraft model numbers to know all the differences. Aeronca through to American Champion used an interesting combination of letters and numbers to identify the various models. The Citabria aircraft is a direct descendant of the Champ. Early Citabrias even have Champ landing gear and Continental engines. Certain models will be eligible for floats, while others aren't. Tail size is one area that changed between models and affects its float and engine options. So if you're looking at a Champ, you just want to do a bit of research and make sure you're getting what you want and that it has not been modified with an engine or floats that it's not supposed to have. Insurance can be very cheap on wheels. A strict liability policy could be done with a ground not in motion hull coverage for about $600 a year. Or you could fully insure the aircraft and you're going to be around $1,000 a year on wheels. We're slowly seeing insurance prices increase for everything, so it's a good idea to get a quote before you purchase. You will also want to see what training and experience requirements your insurance company may have for a tailwheel aircraft and for float operations. Insurance on floats will always add significant cost and may come with a stipulation of up to 25 hours of dual training. We're probably burning 4 gallons an hour and managing about 95 miles an hour, which is pretty impressive on skis. Most 150s are going to struggle to do that speed, especially the later model ones, and they're burning 5.5 gallons an hour to do it. Annual inspection costs will vary, but you're looking around the $850 mark for a reasonable annual. It's a fabric aircraft though, so when the fabric's due for replacement, or if you need lots of fabric repairs, the expense can really build. That's the big Achilles heel with fabric aircraft. If you've got to do a fabric job and a paint job, it's pretty much worth what the aircraft is. This pretty much mandates keeping it in a hangar. Obviously you can leave it outside, and you can use aircraft covers, but that fabric's going to deteriorate much quicker. The fuselage is tubular steel with wood stringers and formers. As they age, these components are needing a large amount of repair and replacement, and it adds significantly to the cost of ownership. It's therefore important to add the cost of hangarage or a fabric job into your expenses. I hope you found this useful. Get out there, get lots of flying done, and we'll talk to you all soon.